What's one secret you and a parent have kept from the other parental figure? My mom used to send my dad into my room to spank me. He would whisper to me that we were going to play a little pretend game to make my mom happy. He would tell me he was going to clap his hands, and I needed to pretend to cry like I was being spanked. I really didn't realize how awesome my dad was for doing that until much later in life. His own dad was pretty abusive to him, and he couldn't stand the thought of hitting a kid because of it. I got lucky and found a Wii for Christmas the year it came out. But it was for me from my parents. Anyways, one day I'm home from school and dad was home from work. We opened it, played Wii Sports all day and put it back before mom came home. Fuck, I miss him. I was going on a senior class trip and had saved up some money to splurge a bit while I was there. My family had very little money back then, which is why I made it a point to save up for myself so that my parents wouldn't have to. A few days prior, my dad says, "Hey, here's a few $100. Have a great time and make some lasting memories. Don't tell your mother." I, naturally, agreed and didn't tell my mother. The very next day, my mom says, "Hey, here's a few $100. Have a great time and make some lasting memories. Don't tell your father." I, naturally, agreed and didn't tell my father. The trip was friggin' amazing. I was able to do way more than I had planned and was able to help a few of my friends do the same. I told my parents that it was amazing, and each of them separately gave me the old wink wink nudge nudge and were really happy for me. Decades later, I was visiting my family and the subject of doing don't tell stuff came up since I have kids of my own now. And I told them about how they had both given me the extra money for the trip, and how I was more than happy to not tattle on them to each other. They looked at each other, all comically wide-eyed, and laughed their asses off, swatting at each other's arms and stuff.